I like to think in terms very often of jokes and a two-beat structure. You've got the setup, you've got the punchline. Nothing more complicated than a setup and a payoff. That's a wonderful structure when thinking about presenting information to people. Set them up with some information and then make sure that there's the punchline or the payoff. Welcome to Things I Like, where I talk about things I like and find tiny details and inconsequential things. Here we are again. Today we're talking about Mission Impossible, very exciting. I'm a game designer by trade, so I spend a lot of time thinking about player and audience and presenting information to the player or to the audience, because with information the audience can derive meaning. So I very much enjoy seeing moments where information has been presented through film or game otherwise in a really elegant way. So we're going to talk about Mission Impossible and we're going to talk about jumping out of an aeroplane. At this point, our audience know we're about to jump out of an aeroplane. They know why. Now we know that Tom's got a mask on, and the mask is fogging up. We can see that. And we can see, as we follow the hose down, look at the oxygen tank.
10 seconds.
The oxygen has stopped the mask from fogging. The mask fogs when you've got no oxygen. Now, if we missed it...
Is your oxygen on? There's no atmosphere at this altitude. I don't need you blacking out on me.
And again, the oxygen, which we've now heard the name of, stops the mask from fogging. We also get the benefit of increased stakes or clearer stakes. Don't you black out on me. Now, my favourite jokes are really any joke where the setup is hidden, where when the punchline hits you, it's this real 1-2 punch, because not only do you get hit with the punchline, the setup, something you were told earlier that you didn't even think about at the time, is suddenly important. So what we've just watched in Mission Impossible is our setup. We're about to see the payoff. We have Tom looking at a storm and looking a bit concerned about it. And then here we go. In quick succession, we make use of the information that we've told our viewer. Boom, the hose we saw earlier, unplugged. What's that going to mess with? Our oxygen. How do we know? We can see the mask fogging up. Has Tom plugged it in? We don't know. But as he runs towards us, we can see that mask is clear. And then this is almost just too cute.
Afraid of a little lightning?
But now we've got a problem, and of course Tom Cruise, our hero, is going to come and solve it and help his mate as soon as he can spot him. There he is. And he's not looking in good shape. We can tell because the hose is dangling. We know that hose is important. Our camera made sure to show us that. We're spinning all over the place. We've, fallen through the sky, and there's a fair bit going on. Our camera's really shaky, but we can see that his mask is foggy as all hell. He does not have oxygen. What's going on? What's Tom doing? Playing around with hoses and all kinds. I can't follow the action with my eyes. As a silly audience member, I might not be able to catch the detail, but I can see that his mask is no longer fogged. And that's it. That's the end of the magic trick. And I guess the end of the episode. These are things I like. And today, the thing that I liked was some people applying their craft really well. And an example of some really great visual writing that makes full use of the filmic media to convey some information to the audience, just to make sure that in the next sequence, you're set up with everything you need to be able to derive meaning, to be able to understand the drama that's occurring, and to be able to enjoy the movie rather than sitting there kind of scratching your head a little bit saying, well, I don't know, these guys are going to get to the ground eventually and they're either going to splat or not. Probably you can expect they're not going to splat. So I'll just sit back and accept I'm not going to understand what's happening for 30 seconds. It would not be hard for audiences to fall into that mode. So I really appreciate seeing craft on display, well-written, succinct little setup and then payoff. Good feedback loop there. You gave me information. I'm not going to remember about these masks fogging up or not, 10 minutes from now. So it's wonderful that you set me up with that and then immediately reward me by giving me a sequence that I can now follow quite clearly. The end. Catch you next time. Oh, look, I wouldn't mind getting more subscribers. Last time somehow I got some. How does 500 sound? Does that sound like a number that you wouldn't mind helping me get to? The more support I get, the more comments I get and things like that helps encourage me to do things like this. Tell me I'm an idiot. Tell me I'm reading into stuff too much. Tell me that actually, no, you quite enjoy as well having your attention pulled towards a tiny minuscule thing like this. Let me know that and I'll keep doing them. Or tell me to do something else, or tell me to, probably don't tell me to off myself. Anyway, that's enough of that. See you again